city. Super M, Gap Filla.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome everybody to our beautiful kitchen. It's Freaky Friday and we're going to warm your stomachs up with a beautiful, warm, homely pudding. Oh, it's one of my favorite things, Tooms.
I know. If there's anything I enjoy, it's pudding, and it always reminds me of my mom.
I know.
My mom just constantly would find ways to make simple things comforting and delicious and tasty. And a simple recipe, simple like this.
Yes.
And she'd just make it the best. So let's see what you've got up your sleeve today.
Yes, because this recipe is one of those recipes you can adapt it. So you can bake this recipe, and after you take it out of the oven, if you put like a buttery, sugary sauce over it, you're going to have a malva pudding. If you're going to grate a little bit of orange in here, you're going to have an orange pudding. So it's just like one of those basic, beautiful puddings. So I've got about a cup of sugar here, and I'm going to add a fresh egg in here. Tooms, how do I know my eggs are fresh, girlfriend?
That's what I'm here for, South Africa. So we've got a couple of different techniques to figure out how an egg is fresh. So you've got the listening test, where you can actually just shake the egg in your ear. I actually do this at supermarkets, and I'm sure people think I'm crazy, because I'll go through the 18 eggs, and I'll be like one by one, just making sure.
Yes.
So the whole idea is basically to figure out if the egg is fresh. It's not necessarily saying that it's stale, it's just whether it's fresh. And the fresher the egg, there's no sound, because there's no air in there. But if it is fresh, you won't hear anything. If it's not fresh, you'll hear, it's as if there's something in there, something ready to, try this one. Can you feel it? Even in your hands?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, if you don't want to look like a clown like me in the supermarkets,
I like
fine. You can use this technique once you've bought your eggs, and you actually just drop them into some water. A fresh egg will sink to the bottom.
Okay, why? Why would a fresh egg sink to the bottom?
Guys, I've been taking classes here. The reason a fresh egg will sink to the bottom is because, as I don't know if everyone knows, but the shell is actually porous.
Yes.
So if there's been, if it's stale, because it's been out for so long, not stale, if it's older, it's been out for much longer, so therefore air pockets start to form within the actual shell itself, creating that space between, I don't know what that white part is, but yeah, then that basically will create those air pockets, and then that's why you can hear if there's something in there, or if it stays on top, then you know that it's not the freshest of the eggs. Yeah.
No, because the people don't realize that the egg is actually very porous. It breathes. And so if you put it outside, it's going to breathe the air.
Exactly.
And then you'll know it's a bit older. Okay, let's get back to baking. This is now light and fluffy, as you all can see. And now I'm going to take a bit of Super M. I need a cup of this.
Okay,
so this is how many mils are this? This is 300 mils. So I'm just going to quickly pour myself a bit.
Yeah, same here, because I'm a bit thirsty.
It's delicious. Gosh, I love this vanilla flavour.
Do you?
Oh, it is just delicious.
I like the chocolate flavor, because I'm one of the few people who would eat chocolate in a shoe. Like, I eat chocolate for days. I love chocolate, and I need to fix that, because I can finish a whole slab of chocolate in one sitting, and that is wrong. But we're not eating chocolate today.
But it's nothing wrong about that, too. It's just like what you like to do, you know.
Well,
I wanted to say I'm a big sucker for suckers, because I love a sucker.
Oh, really?
I love lollipops. It's my favourite thing. Is a lollipop.
That's a great idea. We should make some afternoon express suckers here.
So
I think that's a great idea.
Sorry, I have to interrupt you again.
No
Kan
problem.
ek nou net bak asseblief?
It's your birthday. Anything goes today.
So I'm going to add some bicarb in here into my Super M, just mix it.
Okay.
I'm going to add this to my mixture. But what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to mix it through with the egg and the sugar, and then I'm going to start adding my flour. But to me, I'm making a mistake here. I'm not sieving it, because I forgot to get the sieve out of the kitchen this afternoon. So you must sieve it if you can.
Because I was actually about to ask now. I saw you adding the bicarb into the milk and not into the dry ingredients. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, the thing is, a bicarb needs an acting agent to actually make it go alive. And that acting agent is a bit of fluid and vinegar. A teaspoon of vinegar.
So a bit of acid, basically, to help it wake up a bit.
It wakes up and comes alive with it. It's like my cup of coffee in the morning, or a warm cup of Super M. Super M chocolate.
No, I hear you, I hear you.
So I'm just going to add the rest of the milk in here. And what's nice about it, you don't have to add this thing first or that thing first.
Okay.
You can really do whatever you like. This is a no-flop pudding. So I'm going to add a bit of butter.
You're working awfully hard for someone who's celebrating their birthday this weekend. What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? I hope my husband has got like a nice dinner cooked when I get home tonight.
If he doesn't, like the viewers, tell him to
Rick.
go onto a website.
I hope he's watching. And, yes, and then I'm definitely going to have a glass or two of wine.
Ooh, girl.
Yes, yes.
But like I was saying, guys, just like Anel's husband, if you need inspiration for recipes this weekend, go onto our website, get all the inspiration you need to cuddle up and watch whatever movies you watch, but just make sure you get our recipes.
So, Toombs, everything is now fluffy. Can you hear it? It's actually light. You can actually hear the lightness of it. So I've got a dish here that I've already prepped beforehand. And then you just pour it in, and then you bake this at 180.
180.
You bake that at 180 for about 30 to 40 minutes. And look at that.
Oh, my word, that looks divine.
Have you tasted it?
I haven't.
Please taste it. I didn't. Please taste it.
Let me get a spoon.
Please taste it. Do you have a spoon there, Toombs?
There's actually a spoon right inside here, so I'm going to dig in.
It. You know what? Because I tasted it. I already had a spoon in there earlier on. But it's like gooey in a way. And it reminds me about your mother. It does... Now, what do you think of Toombs? Where am I taking you? I'm not taking you somewhere fabulous, fluffy with... Is there fairy dust falling over you?
Well, Afternoon Express team, unfortunately, none of you are getting any of this. This is my pre-birthday gift from Anel to myself. This is awesome.
What I've done there, I took some peaches that you buy in a tin. Oops, I've just added that, sliced on top, with lots of custard. Don't be shy. And when it's hot in the oven, you know what I would suggest? When you take it out of the oven, make a big hole in the side and put a big dollop of ice cream inside there. Ooh. And then give everybody a spoon. Or just take a spoon and take it to bed, like what I will do.
Like, I'm looking at you and like, I'm not sharing this with anyone. This is an awesome recipe. This is amazing.
Yeah, and it's really, really, really easy.
Falisa, you're definitely going to enjoy this recipe. That's one thing for sure.
All of Zanzi. It's going to be a hot day in the big city. Super M, Gap Filla.
Made with love by Clover.